Hi, it's Jared from Strongroots Farm. Today, we need to sort off a cow out in the pasture from the mid-herd, get her all the way up to the barn, and we're only gonna use that spring gate. I'm gonna show you how, stick around. Thanks for joining us. So that you don't think I'm a liar, I filmed the opening after we actually did this because I didn't want the herd watching me video up by that spring gate. We've got our fence, you can see it set up. It's not even on, nothing's on. They're gonna come up and go into this paddock here behind me, all of the cows, the herd. So it is a normal paddock move day. This is one advantage for rotational grazing. So if you're rotationally grazing and your cattle get used to moving on a daily basis or every other day, we're at a pace right now because the grass is coming in pretty thick. We're moving every 2 to 3 days. We put them in a 3-day paddock and then we watch the grass. If they can go a third day, we let them. If they've eaten it down more or enough that we want to go ahead and move, we're not afraid to move a little early and leave a little bit. So that's kind of our pace right now as we're going into this spring boom of grass. But because we do this rotationally grazing, when I call them, they're gonna come. They know it's time to move, they're used to moving, they're used to staying between the string. So I'm not gonna feed you lies here. If you're not rotationally grazing, what I'm gonna show you today is not gonna be as easy, would be my guess. Like I said, everything is already set up. The gates are open where I want the cow that we have to sort off to go. All my fence is up, everything's there. The only cut gate is that. And the goal is, when we go up here and set this camera up, is that I wanna leave the one out there that I wanna keep, that I wanna sort off, and then bring the rest of the herd into the next paddock. And then I'll let her come through and I'll change my fence up a little bit. I'll move these wires around and then she can go straight up to the gate. So I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because if they hear me, they'll come to that spring gate. I'm gonna walk up here, be quiet, set the camera up, and then you'll see me pull them off. Come on, cows. Come on, cows. Come on, cows. Come on. Come on, cows. Once one goes, the rest of them will go. Come on, go through here. Yeah, baby, stay back here. wrong way, little one. Okay, well that was much easier than I thought. What happened was when I went out, the baby calves were probably 200 feet away and they were kind of sunbathing, just laying down on the grass. So the faced mom, the white paint faced mom that you saw or that we're gonna get here, she kind of stayed with them. She didn't run with the herd until the very end there. They kind of got together and I just had to kind of push them around like you saw. So we've got the entire herd in this paddock shut with these rope gates now. They're in here, they ran into the grass, and we're gonna go back and push that one that we want through, and then there's that one baby calf that we got mixed up there. We'll get her sorted off. Okay, so they came up through here like we thought they would. The calf and the cow that I wanted sorted off went down through here and around the corner down my alley. Now we're gonna get in the gator and just go push them into that pasture that we already have the gates set up. They can only go that way, but they're kind of taking their time and calming down now, which is what we want. I had that one black baby calf that didn't come through like I wanted. And so I left her in there. And then once I got those passed, I set the gates back up how we did originally. And Mama actually followed me back to her calf and then walked her calf down through. Sorry, I did not get that on film, but we're gonna go push these that I want sorted off up that way now. Come on, push up, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Mama. You know the drill. Come on, go that way. Turn. Come on. Head on. Head on. You're gonna make me walk, you stupid things. All right, they're with the little calves, they're just so flighty, they'll just run real quick past the gator. I'm getting older, I can't jump out as fast, so I'm gonna walk it, take my stick, just go calm, kind of push Mom and not put pressure. The calves will go where Mom goes, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of pressure on Mom and then kind of guide and direct her and not let the calves come past me, but not really put a bunch of pressure on them. Okay, come on. There you go. Nice and easy. Now when we get up here, this is kind of a weird spot for them to know where to go in. Now this brown white-faced cow, she's done this 5 or 6 times already. This is kind of the alley we use when we're coming all the way from the back up to the barn. So hopefully she knows where to turn right and then the calves will follow. But it's better to have your alley just kind of dead end where you want them to turn. Whereas this is a 90-degree turn about 100 feet from that end gate that you're probably seeing in the video there. So now I'm gonna slow down on her. Just gonna kind of stop here. So I want her to stop at that gate opening. The calves aren't feeling pressure, so they're kind of following her now. And look at her, she knows right where she's going, and the calves are being dumb and running on. So I'm gonna stay back, and hopefully they'll realize, uh-oh, I lost Mom. Go back to Mom. And if they don't, this could get a little, harder by myself. Because now do I go up and push them back and hopefully they turn in there with mom, or are they gonna run back past me where they know they've been and they know it's safe in the past. And the closer I get to them, the less likely they are to come back to me. All right, let's walk up and see what we can do here, because I just don't want to wait here all day long. They're not getting the idea, and mom's not balling for them. I probably could be a little forethought here and string up a quick fence. That would be the safest thing. But to show you what we're dealing with, I'm not going to do that and show you what my problem is. So if you got these nice little reels that you've probably seen on my channel, throw 2 stakes in this alley and just put a string across here, and that way when they run back to that string, they know where they're going. So I'm going to go all the way to one side to give them the most room away from me as possible, so that they don't feel as threatened. Okay, now just stop. Come on, calves. Come on. All right, go up there with mom. I'm not moving, I'm just gonna stand here, and hopefully they got the idea. They made that turn with mom. Oh, you stupid things. She just turned around, went back up through there the wrong way. Now I gotta chase her. That's what I get for not shutting the gate before I start playing with my phone and my camera and YouTubing. Okay, so now if you chase them, they're just gonna run. So I'm gonna step into this field and kind of make a circle, because they're being stupid. And I'm gonna go back to the gator and grab that string like I should have. But that's the problems you run into when you're messing with cows. Luckily, I've still got all that fence set up so they can't just run around. But I'm gonna waste another 15 minutes taking this long walk through my pasture like you're seeing. Grass looks good though. Lots of clover. She's slowing down. That's good. And I'll get ahead of them and then come back. All right, so I ended up having to come all the way back to where we started and do this again. Main thing, don't get frustrated. Don't get anxious, don't run. You know, I've ran before to shut a gate, but any kind of motion like that just agitates them, gets them all riled up. All 3 of them have their head down right now, which is a good sign. They're kind of calm. They're taking bites and eating. They're back next to the herd. And then we'll move them again slow back where we came from. So instead of following them, that big circle that I made through the pasture, all the way up through here, I came around down that fence line there. That's what really helps. They can't see me, I'm not a pressure to them, and then I get back in front of them. Whereas if I would have chased them down, they just would have kept going. Just if they take off, just let them go and get around them. Come on, bump up. You know what to do, Marble. All right, we're back at the gator. Let's see if I can get them up there a little better. Sit here a second, see if they start to follow mom and go in that gate where they're supposed to. Come on. A little scare them with the horn. Let's go. There you go, follow mama. Nice. All right, we have this I don't know, there's probably 3 acres here, this little winter paddock. So they're in here, it's 100% hard fenced. They're not going anywhere. This leads up to the barn, as you can see in the background there. So we're gonna go back and take down all that stuff and kind of get those guys in the back situated. And then I'll come back up, we'll open a gate and set a paddock up at the barn that we've already got set up for them. There's water, there is water in this paddock, but they're fine for now. I could even leave them in here overnight if I wanted, but we've got them where we wanted, and we've successfully sorted them off and made our move, even though there were some headaches, and I showed it to you. All right, so we're in this paddock with them, and the goal is to get them to go up through a gate up there at the barn. And look, she's just like staring at me, just calm as can be now. I've got a great group of cows, that's for sure. All right, so we're in this little paddock here, and I've got this, what I did was I stretched this single strand wire and kind of split this thing in half, leaving the gate here, because I have a brand new bull calf that we just bought, purebred Red Angus bull, only about 7 months old, not ready to breed yet, but hopefully he's gonna become a herd bull in a year or two. And so we're gonna take this down, let them mingle for a day. I don't have to have her ready to go until Sunday. Right, so he's bawling and kind of getting to know them. They'll be in here. This is the first calf ever. So if we're in my training pen, you know, if you've seen this before, it's 1/4 to a 1/2 acre. And this is where we train them on single strand wire. So this is the first time I've bought a calf that was not trained to single strand wire. We put in our old stakes that we've maybe broken a little bit or tabs broke off of them, something. We set that fence up. First time ever that at least one stake didn't get broke. He didn't break any of them. Maybe it was because he was in here by himself and there were calves on the other side of that fence, but he didn't have anybody in here to run with. So maybe that's what helped it to train better to it. But he didn't touch that fence. It was hot the whole time. He didn't break one stake. So I was happy to see that. But they're in here now, and then we'll be able to push them into the feedlot here and use our working system when we have to work her on Sunday. Well, there you have it. That is sorting with the single strand wire. You saw all the mishaps that we had and everything. I hope that helps you. It can be done. You can use poly wire. I've used poly wire before. The spring gate just lets me bounce and move a little better, I guess. But poly wire can be done the same way if your cows are trained to it and they work. Is this a foolproof way that works every time? No. You're gonna have mishaps. If you try to sort animals consistently like this, and he is not happy about something. If you do this all the time, you're gonna have mishaps. So you need a sorting system. You need a way to use hard fence, hard gates. We don't like sorting in mid pasture, but if you have to, it can be done. If your animals are calm, well trained, they're used to the wire, all the things that you saw in today's video. And hopefully you've stuck around this long to get the main point. And my caution for you is that do not use this as your plan for how you're gonna sort animals on a starter farm. You need to have something built. Hope this video helps you. There you have it. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Please like and subscribe. If it's your first time, we have tons of cattle videos. We are gonna continue on this weekend, hopefully finishing up this fence series, getting that knocked out. And I have a lot of little projects that just aren't done yet around the thing. Some drip edge here and there, some trim, little stuff on my barns, some excavating little things. We've got a lot of little things to get done this weekend, so we'll start videoing some of that stuff. Thanks for watching. Until next time.